Hey y'all, it's your girl ShesLoc'd and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to give a few tips to my starter lock king and queens. The journey is exciting, but in the beginning it might be a little nerve-wracking. You might feel like you don't really know too much of what to do, especially if you are maintaining your locks yourself. You probably been researching videos and trying to figure out like what to do with your locks, and I'm here to help. So my first tip is gonna be shampoo. So you want a clarifying shampoo and you want a moisturizing shampoo. You want the clarifying shampoo, that way your scalp is squeaky clean, and you know, if you're washing the shaft or the body of your locks, any dirt that's in the shaft of your locks are getting washed out. But we want to focus mainly on the scalp because the scalp is where your roots are growing out of, so it has to be nice and clean, that way your locks are flourishing and growing well and stuff like that. And then you want to get a moisturizing shampoo to put in all the moisture that you stripped out with your clarifying shampoo. I didn't have a specific shampoo that I used during my lock journey. I just used a shampoo that did the job. I use different shampoos, and you know, all of them pretty much work for me. I didn't have a problem as long as it's not like thick and creamy. I don't think you should have a problem with it. And speaking of thick and creamy, conditioner, I didn't use conditioner in the beginning of my lock journey only because I felt like there was no purpose for conditioner, being that I wanted to lock my hair. And you know, when you're locking your hair gets matted together. So I don't feel like, I mean, it's your lock journey, so you do what you want to do, but I didn't feel like using conditioner in the beginning of my lock journey anyways was going to help me lock. I feel like it would slow down the process, being that it's a detangler. But if your hair needs conditioner, then hey, by all means use conditioner. But I didn't use conditioner in the beginning. I didn't feel the need to, but you know your hair better than anybody else, so it really doesn't matter what anybody say. If you feel like you need conditioner, then of course go ahead and use conditioner on your starter locks. The second tip I have for you guys is moisture. You have to keep your locks moisture. Even in the starter stage, you want to keep them moisturized just so you have a routine and you're used to keeping them moisturized, because once your locks start locking and you see how the locking process going on, for some reason locks are a little more drying than loose natural hair. So you'd have to find like a product that you either have been using or you're just trying out to moisturize your locks. A lot of lock heads use like leave-in conditioner. I know I use spray bottle and I put like a little conditioner in it, and I use distilled water in it to moisturize my locks, also because I have color treated locks. But moisture is your best friend. So I would create a routine for your locks in the starter stage, in the baby stage of them. Therefore, as you progress in your journey, you already have your moisture routine going. So my next tip is not to style too often. Now, of course, with the starter locks, you might not feel comfortable because you're in the awkward stage. So you might want to put like a protective style over your locks and stuff like that, which, you know, it happens. Like, a lot of people go through that stage and they are uncomfortable. Whatever makes you feel comfortable is great. But I wouldn't say to put protective style over your locks back to back to back to back. Just like put the protective style for like, you know, 3 weeks to a month or however long you want to leave it in, and then let your locks breathe for however long you had your style in. Let it breathe for that long. So if you had it in for a month, let it breathe for a month, because I feel like protective styles kind of like it doesn't stop the lock process, but it slows it down because your locks are not out and doing what they want to do. So I feel like if you want to do that, just do it for a short period of time. All right, so everyone's lock journey is pretty much different, but all of us go through almost the same process. So you will go through budding for the most part. I mean, everyone's hair is different. Some people didn't go through budding, and budding is when your lock swells up, and then like you see like a fat part in your lock and it swells up. That's like the locking process. Some people go through bunching. That's when the lock folds and start locking within itself. And when you have bunching, you could stretch your locks out, especially because you're in your baby phase, so your locks are able to stretch it out. Other than if you had mature locks, it would be a little more difficult to do so. Of course, do it gently if you don't want bunching. I have a few locks that have locks like that and I'm cool with it. So, but a lot of people don't want that. If you want, like, you know, perfectly cylindrical locks, you can also palm roll it out of your lock. When I had my starter locks, I had 2-strand twist, and sometimes, like, if I was to, let's say, wash my hair, my 2-strand twist had came apart, and I didn't know if the 2-strand twists were together or separate, so they locked separately, and they were really small depending on what size you're going for your locks. So I had let them lock like that until I seen, like, okay, I think they were separated. So I think around like 6, 7, 8 months, I like combine them. So whenever you are in your baby phase, if you want to combine or split locks, it's really easy to do because your locks aren't like fully matured yet. Also, if you feel like the lock journey that you're going on isn't for you because you want smaller locks or thicker locks, it's easier to get that in your baby phase because your locks aren't matured yet, so you're able to either comb it out and restart your journey or combine them, or however you want to go. Shrinkage. Shrinkage is going to happen. It does not matter who the person is. It doesn't matter how short you started, how long you started. It's going to happen. That's a part of the lock journey. When I started my locks, they were about to like the beginning of my back, and they shrunk up to my ear. That's a part of the journey. Now, when your locks shrink up, that's how you know that your locks are starting to lock, because they're starting to shrink up. It'll go up before it goes down. Like, the weight of your locks are going to drop down, but before that happens, it's going to shrink up. It's a part of the journey. You can't really, if you're going about the journey in a natural journey, like, you can't stop it. Like, that's a part of the journey. It's going to happen. A lot of people hate that and they end their lock journey. At the end of the day, lock honeys, enjoy your lock journey. The beginning is crucial and it's exciting because you see the most changes in the beginning. From like 0 to 1 year, you see the most changes. I'm 2 years and 7 months in, and I don't really see changes anymore. Like, I really do miss my starter lock stage. So, and I felt like in my starter lock stage, I tried to rush the process, and I was just like, oh, I can't wait till they lock. I can't wait till they get matured. I can't wait. And now that they're mature, I'm just like, oh, like, I look back at pictures. Also, do not forget to take pictures from your installation and then just keep on taking pictures, because that will help you see the growth. Like, if you look at your hair every day, you're not going to really see the growth because you're looking at it every day. But when you take pictures like once a week or however long. So yes, you can do all the research you want to do, but at the end of the day, just remember, all our hair is different. Our hair density is different. Our diets are different. The way our hair grow is different. Our hair type is different. So just because someone's locks look like how they look doesn't mean that you're going to do their same routine and your locks are going to come out that way. Do not have lock envy, lock honeys. Don't have lock envy. Love your babies. Take care of them. You know, they don't need a lot. You know, just moisturize them. If you're the type to use oils, then use oils. You know, there's different type of oils for different type of things. If you need, you know, your hair to get thicker, then use black castrol. If you need it to get longer, black castrol, wild growth, stuff like that. But it's really a simple and a beautiful journey. So enjoy it. Enjoy it and just sit back and watch everything grow. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped someone out with their lock journey in the beginning stages. If this is your vibe, please subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in my next video.